a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or otherwise known as the Pythagorean Theorem. Today, I'm going to show you what that actually means, why it matters, and how to use it with a couple of simple examples. And by the end of it, you'll be able to solve any question and bring home that A+. So let's get started. The most important rule when it comes to the Pythagorean Theorem is that it only applies to right triangles, triangles with a 90-degree angle. We label the two shorter sides A and B, and the longest side, the one directly across from the right angle, is called the hypotenuse, and we typically label that C. Let's try a simple example. Imagine you have a right triangle where A equals 3 and B equals 4. We want to find C, so step 1 is square the lengths. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. Now we add them. 9 plus 16 is 25. And now we take the square root of the answer. So the square root of 25 is 5, which means the hypotenuse is 5 units long. This is actually a famous triangle called the 3-4-5 triangle. Now let me give you a question that you would actually get on a test. You have a ladder leaning against a wall. The bottom of the ladder is 6 feet away from the wall, and the ladder reaches 8 feet up the wall. How long is the ladder? So whenever you get a question like this, you want to write out the formula, like this. Now, plug in what you know. You know that the wall is 8 feet tall and the ladder is 6 feet from the wall. To make it easier, you can draw a diagram, like this. Now we have the two side lengths, and the question asked for the length of the ladder, which is the hypotenuse, in this case. So going back to our formula, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Since we know what a and b is, we can sub in the numbers to solve for c. You can choose 6 or 8 as either your a value or b value. It doesn't really matter. Let's have a be 8 feet and b be 6 feet. So 8 squared plus 6 squared equals c squared, or 64 plus 36 equals c squared. When we add it up, c squared equals 100. Now, we are not done yet. 100 is c squared, not c. So, to find c, we square root both sides to get rid of the squared sign. So square root of 100 is 10. Therefore, c equals 10 feet. Easy, right? But here's the thing. Sometimes you are given the hypotenuse and one length, and you need to find the other. How do we do that? Well, let's say c is 13 and a is 5. Now we need to find b. So step 1 is write out the formula and plug in what you know. You can also draw a diagram if it helps you understand it better. After plugging in the values, our formula will look like this. So 5 squared plus b squared equals 13 squared, or 25, plus b squared equals 169. In order to find b, we need to do something called isolating the variable, which basically means we need to get the variable, b, on one side of the equation by itself. And we can do that by subtracting a on both sides, which will get b by itself. He must have been a loner in school. Now our equation becomes b squared equals 169 minus 25, which is 144. Now we square root both sides to get b, so b equals 12. So that's the Pythagorean theorem. Just remember the formula. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Plug in the given side lengths and draw a diagram if needed. I used to struggle a lot with math, so if this helped you, please like and subscribe. It really means a lot, and I will keep doing more in the future.